Hello and welcome to Game 2 of a best of 3 played as part of the DEF CON 2 2v2 semi-finals. It's like a $400 tournament, roughly. We've got the bad guys here, the rank resetters, the pub stompers, Team Better Dead Than Red with Icarus on 8th US and SaintBlindFire on 82nd. These guys play a lot of US because US is broken, and also I'm pretty sure they are American. And then you've got Team Canada with Fortitude Fence, who is Canadian, and Homelander, who is Russian. Fortitude Fence playing 119Y and Homelander playing 39Y. So, yeah, that's a pretty yikes actually. I mean, there's definitely a much stronger draft from Team Evil over here. And the good guys have gone for Pact, and I don't see any fobs. Um, So if it goes late, 119Y can win. And 39Y, because they're just going to have so many T80s, T80U, T80UD, T80B, T80BV, Sturm S, which got buffed this patch. I wonder if we'll see that, actually. But Blue's going to have such a big advantage at the start. The amount of momentum that you get from 82nd Airborne and 8th is going to be quite big. So looking at the deployments, we got SaintBlindFire doing an airborne rush to India with a bunch of airborne and an LAV and a little bird. And he's... That's really weird. He's not sent anybody to Foxtrot. So I'm quite surprised by that. Maybe he intends to come down here. I'm noticing some pings from the opposite team, so maybe they assume that's going to happen. But that's a really weird deployment that they've opted to not, because this side is better because you get India almost for free, right? You get India pretty easily. It's pretty easy for blue to get India compared to red, and you can contest alpha. Red gets a better chance in alpha because they get these two spots where they can put stuff and they can basically see the whole zone, but you can easily contest alpha as blue, whereas red can't really easily contest India at all, and forward deployment on this side gets to Foxtrot faster than forward deployment on this side. So that's something I learned with my games with Tiberius Rancor, which you can view on the live tab in YouTube. I played a one-day 2v2 tournament with Tiberius Rancor where I played Rugener every single match. That was a riot. And I was on this side, and my forward deployment got to here when the enemy got to here. And, so that's a pretty big difference. So not putting forward deployment there is really surprising. Even like two airborne, one here, with just two airborne dragons, one here, would slow things down so much. Two stingers, two airborne dragons. But no, I don't know. He really wants India, I guess, and maybe we will see him pivot down to here. So he has sent a couple units over here. So one stinger and two airborne dragons. So he is sending some units there. And then Icarus is going in on mid with his standard deployment, which is 3 tanks, and usually he brings 2 chaparrals, but don't see them this time. Instead, well, yeah, he's playing 8th instead of 3rd this time, so he's gone IHOG Stinger. So that's his AA. And then some LRS, which is going quite defensively. These guys do get airborne forward deployment as well, but they're going quite defensively because LRS, they're supposed to be special forces, but they're really expensive for what they are, and they don't have an anti-tank, so they can get beaten up quite quickly. They really punch below their weight, I would say. You'll notice if you've got them in combat, you're like, man, these guys, they're not very good. On the other side, got Fortitude Fence with his signature Helo CV. And, okay, there's a lot of... Bit of miscommunication here from these two players. Homelander doesn't speak great English, and something tells me Fortitude doesn't speak great Russian. So Homelander's bought this, but really this Helo should be capping all of these. Although the RKHM can get to Alpha, I suppose. So they've got some forward deployed, because 119Y does get that. So they've got Spetsnaz, and actually, because of the way Icarus has deployed his units, even though he's on the good side where he would get there first, because SaintBlindFire is not backing him up there, it looks like red is just going to get mid at the start for free. Because you got the OP Spetsnaz and the regular Spetsnaz and the the BMP one's neither here nor there, really. So It looks like red's going to get mid, and they are actually going for India, so this is all going to die. I haven't seen this, but from what I get, so for starters, these guys are starting further back because airborne start further forwards, 3,534 meters. Don't ask me how they came up with that. Maybe it converts to feet or something, compared to 2,473 meters. Don't ask me how they came up with that number. So these are probably all going to die, but it'll be very funny to watch. And then in mid, they have got a lot of units. So they really want mid. So you got BTR-60 Motor Strelki, BTR-60 Saperi, 3 BMP-2s, 2 T-80 UDs in the opener, a Strela, 2 OSAs, RKHM, T-80 BVK. So that's a pretty chunky opener. And basically it's going to be a 2v1 at the start against Icarus. SaintBlindFire, he's going to get here, and then what? Maybe he'll go down here? Let's find out. Let's watch the game. Right, so they're off, and I'd like to take the time to thank the generous channel joiners. I don't get as many views on casts as I do on replays, but yeah, they're getting the videos a week early. They get members exclusive videos, and they get their names on the screen. But what they are doing is they're making it so that I can treat this more of a passion project, because I don't have to worry about advertising revenue, which means that you'll notice there's a lot of videos where I use copyrighted music and stuff. This isn't one of them, but there are meme videos where I use copyrighted music, so I earn 0 ad revenue on that, because I don't have to worry about that, because we got the channel members. So thank you to them. And that means I can cast games like this, which probably won't get that many views. I mean, if you like the video, please like it and comment on it, and that makes YouTube recommend it to more people. So let's watch all these BRDM2s die. No, it looks like there's been a lack of... Okay, yeah, he's like, uh-oh, bros. He's pinging, they're coming down this road, and they're not, actually. SaintBlindFire is just going to unload there. Fortitude does have an OP Spetsnaz there. Really good at, it stands for Original Pancake, because that's what it does to enemy vehicles. So we see that, yeah, there's just no way our man Anime, who is Homelander, I'm not quite sure why he's called himself Anime, there's no way he can hold this. The BRDM2s, you know, they're not making it. They're not making it. So, yeah, I mean, +2 to blue team, +3. Because of those forward deployed CVs, I think. Yeah, the Humvee forward deployed CVs. And Homelander's like, bro, they're coming down this road, help. And he's not changing any... All he'd have to do is put a BMP-2 here. That would solve all those problems. But apparently he's pinging it to say, Fortitude, mate, this is your problem. But he's got Spetsnaz, which he's trying to send down this road. And the OP, of course, is acting as an effective blocker. But no, SaintBlindFire doesn't seem to be in any rush. And they really should be in a rush. This is an interesting concept, putting a heat... Because one artillery round and this thing goes up in a cloud of flames. So you really don't want to be using a Helo CV there. You want to be using this thing. Because it's tracked. It's got 1 top armor, 10 HP. It's not a helicopter. But, you know, Homelander, he's done a decent job of keeping quite a few of his guys alive here. Depending on how the lav chases, could definitely kill these two. But yeah, he's done a decent job. Like, most of his guys have survived, although I'm not quite sure why he's bought a CV for here. I mean, he's never getting in there. He must have bought that before he noticed. And over here, Icarus not exactly having a great time. Like, he can't even get up to... So because he decided to come in over here instead of over here, he can't even get to here. Because there was another deforestation attempt on this map recently, and all these trees went. So he's shooting in the open, and it's these T-80 UDs. Like, I don't know if Third Armored was banned or what, but the M1A1 does not beat a T-80 UD. You see that there, that one side shot, almost one-shot that. If they'd both hit, this would be dead, and they have 70% accuracy, so that's a luck moment. My man Homelander's still very concerned about this, but SaintBlindFire, he's really not pressed his advantage at all. He could be here and here by now. He really should be in these places that Homelander's mentioning. 1 airborne to here, and then you just jump it across here. You could do a lot of damage. I mean, you will die. This is another great place for one, but hey, he's got Avenger Paras there, so you put the Avenger Paras here, you get the airborne to here. You're in a really good spot. Over here, Fortitude and Homelander, they're going further. They're not content to sit around and wait. They want more kills. Homelander, absolute mad lad. There's like 10 trillion units here, and he still sends a guy in. No smoke. This is not going to make it. It's just because of the hill. You see the LOS there? But yeah, this is now very dead. So, rip-a-dip-dip. And he didn't finish capping the zone there. Not that it would have made a difference. There's a CV here, although SaintBlindFire hasn't reacted yet. Where are those pings coming in? If you press space, it goes to the last... There we go, you see. And yeah, that helicopter... Okay, that moved the RHKM. Okay, there was an RHKM here. Listen, the helicopter's really not what you want there, especially with these stingers around. And it drops down to a +1 for red. And they got to be kind of careful here because, you know, you get kind of... That was like a side shot, but I mean, they do deal a lot of pen. 21 pen. The tier EUDs are the king of the battlefield, basically. I believe the HA is better, but only one division gets the HA so far, and that is 3rd US Armoured. My man Homelander really likes pinging. Actually, no, those are Icarus pings. Icarus is like, bro, help me. And they're just doing a little bit of falling back there. And this thing is just not going to survive. I mean, it's just, you need a tank CV in here, really. And you also need to put recon, finally, right? So this has GSR, Ground Surveillance Radar. Oh, that's high quality play there. Do you see that? He drove this forwards and smoked it so that the smoke covers this. But it's only going to last 20 seconds, so it's very high quality play. I do like to see that. So yep, the loopy labs are going around the back line and they're going to cause problems for the entire game. So you need a Conquerors there, you need a Conquerors in this house, you need somebody in here, you need somebody in here. And the BRDM2s could be put there as like a picket line. Okay, here we go. Let's storm in this zone. And there's just nobody there. This is obviously going to die. Like, there's even a mortar shooting it. So that's why they brought in the trip. Not sure why it's going there. You want it like here, basically. But whatever. SU-27 is not going to beat Double Eagle. In fact, it doesn't even get one of them. But second SU-27 gets one. It's not really a great trade. But they're flying over Tunguska, and Tunguska does nothing. So, yeah, red team, they're doing it, man. I mean, they got a TABV in here, and there's just no infantry in here from... I don't understand where SaintBlindFire's points have gone. Actually, I do. He won this zone, and then he just massively overinvested, bought a bunch of TOW2s, and then he had Sheridan's here. He needed infantry. Okay, so... And like, so these are actually Icarus's units. So that's a very, very dead OSA. My man Homelander getting a little bit too aggressive there. Needs to get back a bit. These ITOs are lighting him up. I'm gonna kill all that. Actually, that's a really good spot. I'm gonna have to remember that for next time. That CV died predictably, and this is just a big ball of nothing. There's so many units here, and they're not doing anything. All the transports have been sold, right? So to get them out, you'd have to repath these, send them all here, send them down here, get them down to here, which is where you need them. And yeah, I think if blue can hold on to this, right, this is very crucial, and hold on to this, right, blue should really have units here, although, well, I guess they've got this, right, so they don't have to worry about people over here. If blue could do that, then they can get loads of infantry in here. NATO infantry is better than packed infantry, basically across the board. And then they can slowly take this back. And they've got 13 minutes to sort it out, so they've got time. But the labs are reaching their locations. And yeah, these guys have to smoke because they're getting shot in the side by ITOs. Also, there is a church here, and there is mech rifles in the church. So this is a very key point. You really, if you're red, you need this church. You need an ACGM in that church. And then the enemy has to use this road to get in. You can see he's using this road. This road would be spotted. And, okay, this is probably going to explode now to that eagle. Bye-bye. Oh, that was weird. Okay. The Tunguska, whoa, it hits it, and it gets a crit, which takes off another 2 HP there. So, yeah, that's we're not going to be seeing him for about 6 or 7 minutes, I believe. That's how long the repair time is. It does scale with the amount of HP lost. And the church has actually been... No, church is still there. The CV has been spotted, and Fortitude's fence isn't in the zone. These guys, I mean, they're out of fuel. They've actually come so far. But they really need to not be coming up here. They need to be here. They need to be round here, because these ITOs, they're just going to keep hitting them. Is he going to notice this, or is he going to lose some very expensive tanks? He's noticing. He's put them on return fire. Alright. LGBT's coming in. They're going on the infantry and not the tanks. They're being very lucky. There's a lot of AA there. That is... What? There was a lot of AA. What the heck? I guess these two are Igglers. But yeah, you see blue, they've got the better infantry. And but yeah, red has taken the opportunity. Once you get to here, you can take this quite easily. Because the enemy's usually not reinforcing this because he's got big problems to worry about. But this is a big problem. I would love to see a burrito. But I don't know if they can afford that. The Lav, if it gets to here, might actually beat the Conquerors in a 1v1. The Humvee, well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, this Lav, he's pathed it there, but because of this ridge, it actually has to go all the way over there. And this is going to be very annoying for his opponent. The LGB surviving. I did see some Cubs purchased. And yeah, there's just no, like, packed infantry is just worse, right? You get these mega mech rifle squads, it doesn't even make sense. Like, airborne platoons in real life, 10 men, maybe. But mech rifles Dragon definitely aren't 11. They're either 9 or 7, right? 9... basically, they've included the driver and the gunner in this. They used to be 9, but in the game time, they should be 7. Because they were rearranged so that they would fit into either a Bradley or an M113. They made all the squads the same, so that they could use the transports interchangeably, because they wanted everybody in a Bradley. I don't think that worked out simply because of cost reasons. Not sure what's going on there. This Mi-8 rocket, this is a good idea actually, because there's no AA here. So that's getting some hits. It's not really doing anything. To vehicles, it doesn't really do anything. These two 40mm rockets are kind of buggy. They don't really work properly. So it fired them both there, and it did like 1 hit of damage. The Eyehawks are really going to mess these up because they've got 8 HP. But yeah, so they're bringing in more imp. This Lav is really... Oh man, that Lav's probably going to kill this. So he's sending a 1 HP helicopter to see that. In one burst, this will kill that. So this is a really bad idea. Yeah, and all this is just sitting here. I guess he's trying to do something with it now. Like, even these Humvee tows, why do you need 2? You got the tow here, right? You could put that in there, and then you could send these all the way over here to help out your friends, you know. But I can understand if it's all the way over here, you're like, oh, it takes so long to send it, it's probably not worth it. Spetsnaz, or Fortitude, he gets 4 Spetsnaz. I believe these are the last 2. And over here, wow. Okay, the Lav actually got caught out. And then it didn't die. So, just dumbfire rockets there. Not so good. And he's got to get it back, because he knows that 1 volley is going to kill him. We see more pings coming out. He's like, bro, get in the zone, I guess. This is actually going to be killer. Gets the Avenger. Can he get the M1A1? The M1A1 is... Oh, man, he's lost his recon, because the recon was just in vision there. He's getting side shot. He really needs to focus that tank. He needs to focus this tank now, but the problem is that Mech Rifle's Dragon are making his guys turn to the side to face the Mech Rifle's Dragon. It's not what you want to be doing, but this is a really good use of the armoured stuff, because they're like, okay, we're losing the town, although actually they got that back. And then they use the armor over here. But yeah, the reinforcements, it looks like SaintBlindFire wasn't spending his points, because that's a lot of guys there. And you see they're all coming in at once, which meant that, you know, there was fewer guys here, which means that they did some dying, so that's a big shame, depending on who you're rooting for. Here we go, we see the burrito, but they don't actually need it anymore. They've just swept this, and now these men are backing up a graveyard. 48 hours... We'll be reinforcing a graveyard. If you can guess what game that's from, you get a heart emoji thing on the YouTube comments. Please do leave a YouTube comment. It makes the videos get recommended to more people. Escortini goes down to double stinger there. Lots of RNG in the air game. You know, either it hits you and you die. In fact, in general, the game is quite heavy on the RNG. You just got to cope with that. So they're doing it, and basically the next point of defense is that you can get down to this hill. Right, you can get down to this hill. And yeah, you get down to this hill, and then you can't be shot by all the guys up here. mass smoke there. Oh, because of this. You see, that's firing hellfires. 24 pen, which for some reason is red, but the Ito with 20 is green. There's really no consistency with that at all. And oh, here we go, it's burrito time! I'm burritoing! So he splits the volley, and he gets lots of kills there. Oh, lots and lots and lots of damage there. Actually, he doesn't split the volley. And yeah, I'm glad he didn't, because it looks really cool. Look how many kills he got. Blimey! And like the guys who are left are all low cohesion. Yeah, that's wild. So, Homelander, he's seen these. Oh, that's a nice kill. Gets 2 mech rifles dragon, and he's going to get out. Good split from Icarus. You saw he sent some back and some forwards, and so 2 survived. So good split from Icarus. Could have lost 4 there. The Lav has somehow got all the way around here. About to run out of fuel. And the Humvee CV is going to go for golf. But the Lav that was here died, so it's not being reinforced. Seed comes out, kills the Osa. Cubs respond, and they both miss. Because this has 40% ECM. They have 50% accuracy, because he's up-vet them. I could have sworn that used to be... I'm thinking Krugs. Krugs are 35. They're usually 45, but he's brought them up-vetted. Homelander does like up-vetting his units. He likes to win games early. From what I've seen, I've not spoken to him about it. But yeah, Blue desperately trying to get back in here, but... that burrito volley really sealed the deal. Is it being resupplied? Where is it? It is not being. It is being resupplied. But the reload time is legit like more than 5 minutes. No, hang on, slightly less than 5 minutes. So, yeah, more attempts at sneeding. He gets a cub. And then will the LGBT... Okay, so the LGBT is just going on the infantry, but there's just too much AA here. I mean, they're doing a good job at trying to saturate it, but it's not going to work out. This guy's probably not going to make it because he backs that way. And, yeah, okay, so the Humvee's in now, and now he's going to go for this zone. But Homelander's just left this here all game, and so that's actually going to be really useful now. You would expect them to... right, so he's killing lots of trucks here, although I think they actually might be selling before he... There's 2 dead BTR 60PBs here. I think these would sell. That Osa's definitely going to die. Yeah, Osa explodes there. I don't think they've noticed, because the fighting's all the way over here. And it's gone to a +1 now, so he sent that. And I don't think he notices that he's losing all his units. He's a couple of helicopters there, but legit, if you buy 1, the Lav will win. Because of how close it is. So you need to buy 2, or maybe just a plane. So this guy comes in, and now he's spotted, and now he's seen. So, yeah, they're sort of over-investing over there, buying a tank and so on. They don't know how much is there, right? Because they're not bringing stuff in through here. That Lav that was here would have been much better position blocking this spawn. It is a cool... Right, because he's blocked the spawn there, and if he'd blocked that spawn, that's both spawns. So it's very difficult to deal with that. Particularly because the Lav can shoot helicopters and destroy them extremely quickly. So if you've just got it here, that can do a lot of damage, because it's got 4 AP, and it scales with range. It can kill tanks as well, because it comes in and you shoot them in the side before they can turn. So this will just sell, probably. Oh, no, but okay, so he's using it to scout, but you'd see it legit died immediately. So imagine if that was an attack helo. So they've taken that back, though. This is obviously going to be a problem, but... it's a shame he didn't block this one. But yeah, good job on defending this side from red to prevent more of that happening, basically. So the Stingers, the Igloos are not in the church. Is the church still there? No, it's not. It used to be here. And, yeah, you know, it's like that scene from Saving Private Ryan where they're in the defilade and they're like, we gotta move up the beach. Every inch of this beach has been pre-sighted for mortar fire. You stay here, you're dead. The mortar in this case being a TOS-1 burrito, which is still reloading because it takes ages. And so, okay, so that's all been sorted. This is all just kind of still here, not doing anything. It would have been cool if he'd at least attempted to come down here, you know. Take this building and send the air... Like, the airborne will beat... Because the NATO infantry is just better. So the airborne would just blow all this up, basically. An airborne and airborne engineers would definitely beat this. One airborne by itself would probably beat that. But yeah, it's not to be. T80UD has to smoke. Lots of Itos there. I'm just really surprised that... well, I'm not surprised because I know the players quite well, or at least I know how they play quite well. That Red haven't bought any arty apart from the burrito. I do like the burrito, but imagine if they had some Akatsi. It's like, these have not moved in a very long time. Blue really over-investing on the air, although I think that was one they bought before, because they know there's so much AA there, but they keep doubling down on the air. Although the seed, the seed is slowly killing it. They're just buying more. So Spetsnaz grew just scouting, and you see the T80UDs just smacking, and so they're going for that. I'm surprised that they didn't do that earlier, actually, but they have clearly been spending their points on something. So Homelander's bomber's back up, so he's going to try and get the eye to... Oh, lose a T80UD there. Did not have to happen. Bomber gets intercepted. But yeah, there's just so many tanks here now. Like, what the blue do? I'm really waiting for this, man. It's almost reloaded. I hope we get another volley in. Look at that target-rich environment. I love the burrito. I wouldn't want to observe one in person. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of it. But thankfully, World War III isn't real, despite what the historical revisionists who balance this game will tell you. Yeah, that's a good M1A1 spot. And, right, so this is 30 AP, so you see it actually just one-shots the front armor of a T80 BVK there. And it's got 60% accuracy. Very, very strong plane. Price is probably going to go up next patch. I'd be really surprised if it didn't. Okay, it's burrito time. Oh, he cancelled it. Well, hey, it did a lot of damage anyway. SU going in deep there, gets double stinger eye-hawked. T80UD can survive a Maverick front shot. That's interesting. Lots of Iglas here. Lots of surviving going on. Although you'll note that most of the long-range AA has been killed by the seed by now. Another Rosa just died there. Here we go. It's more burritoing. Gets the engineers. The smoke was a nice idea. Smoke plus engineer plus airborne is very strong. But the burrito killed everybody. And there's more reinforcements. Or F-16ATs. I'm pretty sure both players get them. They might just be SaintBlindFires. Maybe I'm wrong on that. And the motor stroke are in here now. But yeah, they've done a good job of killing the long-range AA. But if you've just got 10 million Iglas, they do eventually hit something. So that's not a very survivable CV, but it's apparently got in there. These men are not unloading in time, so they came through the smoke and immediately got blown up by the Cheeky there. The burrito coming in again, gets some more kills, almost gets the Abrams. The AA helos and stuff are going down. Yeah, but 50 seconds left. Wow, what a game. So we're going to go to a game 3 here. So if you haven't seen game 1, I do suggest you check it out, although I have just spoiled the result for you. And we're going to go to a game 3. Whoever wins goes to the finals, and whoever loses goes home, because this is the semi-finals. So yeah, we see some last gasps here, but the autocannons and everything are going to take that out quite quickly. Smoke's good. They probably should have done that a lot earlier, to be honest. And I also noticed that blue didn't put units, like, obviously it takes a while, but you can send them through here. And I also noticed that red didn't, if this Spetsnaz grew. Of course you do need people here. You could get a recon in here, and then get it round to here, and then you see all the reinforcements as they're coming in. Right, you see all of them as they're coming in. You can see all the mortars and stuff. It's kind of difficult because... Whoops, what happened there? Okay, the game ended. So GG, really interesting game. Fortitude Fence is me, apparently. And Homelander, lots and lots and lots of games, but you can reset this, and these guys reset this, which is why this man has a 97% win rate despite only having 500 games. Reset your rank, and then you can just say noobs only, and then you come in and you stomp the noobs. Icarus, he plays a bit more ranked, and yeah, so the burrito got a lot of people, got some friendlies as well in there, and like it was also doing a lot of suppression damage, and other things were finishing it off. So in the team games, the burrito's quite good. In 1v1, it's very difficult to get into a situation where you could slow the game down enough to use it. But look at that. I do wish they made the supply cost not 3,000 supply. But yeah, it was GG. I think so anyway. Do let me know if you thought so as well.